Yeah, check out this couple arguing right here. Easy. Whoa. Oh shit, got the phone. Oh. Serious? He just broke his phone.
But if it weren't for men, who would be willing to work all these hard jobs? First of all, who said it was hard? I didn't. And I've been working a blue-collar job for about the past month. And I'm only 5'4" and I weigh less than 130. Like, yeah, sometimes it is difficult, but, like, what job isn't? So if it's doable for me, it should be easy for you, right?
For a month? You've done a blue-collar job for a month? And how old are you, like 20? If that? Not all blue-collar jobs are created equal as well. There are easier positions and harder positions, and there's different kinds of blue-collar jobs. Why don't you tell me how easy it is after you've been doing it for 10 or 20 years? The same repetitive work over and over again. Let me know how your body feels. And for a month, you're probably still in training. They probably haven't given you the actual stuff yet. You're probably doing the kiddie jobs. And how many hours you working? You doing the 12, 15-hour shifts? And is that your only job? Because I know a lot of men who work blue-collar jobs not only work full-time, but they often have a second job that they're working as well. And oftentimes that one is also physical. Keep telling me how easy it is, though. It always cracks me up when women try these jobs that are dominated by men. They'll be there for a few weeks and they're like, oh, that's easy. But then they're gone within a few months. Or they still work there and they're not pulling their weight. These other men have to pitch in extra.
Y'all are out of y'all's damn minds. Okay, so this one says, today I found out that the wife has to buy the husband's wedding ring. Did we lose the plot? I looked it up and it says a wedding ring symbolizes eternal love and commitment with the unbroken circle representing eternity, no beginning and no end. It's supposed to be a gift from one person who's committing to another person, like one person who loves a person to another person. Why would I get my own gift? Am I committing to myself? Am I committing eternity to myself? I love myself. I mean, I've been since birth committed to myself. Why would I be buying my own gift? Do people, am I tripping? Am I tripping?
What are 4 signs that you should walk away from a woman?
The first one is she's extraordinarily judgmental of who you are. If you feel constantly judged by her, that's definitely a sign you should walk away. Number 2 is she ranks high in neuroticism. In other words, her emotions are up and down and up and down. She has a proclivity to experience negative emotions, and that can make your life a living hell. Now, everybody experiences negative emotions at some point, but what's her home? You want somebody who has a happy, emotional home. Number 3, if she's trying to make you jealous by flirting with other men in front of you, that's definitely a red flag. Number 4, she's easily offended. Women who are secure within themselves, they can take a joke and they don't perceive everything as an attack.
I refuse to split the bill on dates because I'm actually splitting the bill before I even get to the date. Let me explain myself. I'm spending money to show up. As soon as I have a date scheduled, I book a cycle bar class. Then I got my eyebrows done. I see Kaylin at Bespoke Brows because I am not bringing a unibrow to happy hour.
What the hell one day a cycling gonna do? And girl, this is some shit that you choose to do, not him.
Even though I don't think my date cares about what my hands look like, I feel the need to get a manicure. Even if I had my manicure and my brows done earlier in the week, it still takes a whole entire day to prepare for a date. Like planning my outfit, planning my hair wash schedule.
This sounds like some regular self-care shit that people do on a daily. If you can't afford to get ready for a date, your ass shouldn't even be going.
Showering, doing my hair and makeup, and picking out an outfit could be 2 hours.
Sounds like a you problem. That's why you gonna be the one that have to solve it. Y'all always trying to make men pay for stuff. Majority of men don't even give a damn about their extra stuff. So why would he want to even pay for something that he don't care about?
If you actually listen to them, they really don't be talking about anything. It's just a way to get out of responsibility. Imagine being married to somebody like that. They never want to take any accountability, no responsibility. Just want to just spend money. Just lay around all day. I got my hair cut. I went and bought something nice myself. Had to go put gas in my car to come out here. Sometimes I think a man drove an hour to pick a woman up and drove an hour back and then have to drive to the location. That's his money. He would have never been out there had he not been taking you out on a date. Some of these women want the man to, well, I know we're an hour away and I would feel comfortable if you would come to me as the woman the first time. They always want it their way. And so the man driving all the way out there and all the way, oh, well, gas. Now all of a sudden, all gas don't really cost that much. Oh, you the man, so it's supposed to happen like that. Exactly. Y'all downplay everything that the man has to do, but when it come to y'all, oh, I deserve it.
Babe, what do you want for dinner?
Unfortunately, this kind of stuff happens all the time. Women will risk and jeopardize a whole house, a family, a relationship, years of commitment for they're showing them attention and buy them some Hennessy or show them a good time. Risk a family, risk having a father in the household, risk having children, having mental anguish and damage from divorce and things of that nature. Risk it all because they think that the grass is greener on the other side. And what most women don't realize is all is out there is some more dick. There's not better men. It's just more dick out there. See, the man that's at the house, the good man that's at the house, that's willing to protect and provide, willing to grow and build and raise kids with you. See, he's a good man. All that's out there is some decent dick. And a lot of times women misconstrue getting dick from getting a man. And when they finally do get a man, they out there looking for more dick. And you wonder why men don't want to commit to y'all. And you wonder why men have trust issues. And you wonder why he don't believe they come out your mouth. Women like this end up staying in hotels and blaming their man for leaving them high and dry, when all the while she was doing trifling like this. We've all seen them. The girls that always need a little extra help, the women that are always in financial duress, the women that always have bad things to say about men and say that there's no good men out here. They had one and they played with him like that. So when he finally finds out, he checks out and he takes the protection and the provisions, and she realizes that all she's left with is that dick outside. I know this is a skit, but man, shawty hit the nail on the head.
Most people end their marriage in this phase. It's called the disillusionment/roommate phase. Something about year 3, year 7, those 2 years bring up different parts of people that they want to just say, throw in the towel, I can't do this like this. And there's a power in understanding the evolution and the fluidity of marriage. There's 3 different phases for a reason. The honeymoon phase is the bliss. We are locked in, it's fresh, it's new, and it's beautiful. The disillusionment phase is life is real. Life is lifing. Everything feels like chaos. Autopilot's on, responsibilities have taken the forefront of our priorities. And the mature love phase is a mixture of all of the above, but we've learned how to choose each other daily and how to show up in a way that solidifies us in the love that we truly have for each other. With that being said, I got one question for you. What stage are you in?
If I'm going to get over your past, then you can't have any tie in my head, in my heart. You can't have any ties to the men in your past, or that's going to bother me. And so that's why for me, I had told her very transparently, any guy that's in your past, and some she's still connected to that were just friends and stuff. There were no individuals that were like, she has guy friends from her past and they still connect on occasion with their wives and all that. That wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like you can't talk to any guy. It was any guy that either they were pursuing you or you had a relationship with them. You can't rock with them at all. If you do, even if it's a friendship, I'm out of the relationship. And that I have told you, and you respect it. It's like, I'm fine. I'm going to forgive you, but the past needs to be in the past.
I don't want to say this but I am. There's not really any like men these days. Like, you know what, like masculine men. When I'm talking about masculine, I don't mean like bulk dudes, like, like dumb right now. I'm talking about like masculine men. Like, where are those guys? You know, like someone like my brother and my dad. They're
what makes a masculine? Yeah, what do you want in a masculine man? Like change a tire type.
It has nothing to do with looks. It's just a guy who can just like support you and like no jealousy. Just like, you know, it's not easy dating me, you know, because, you know, like I said, I'm kind of like an alpha, you know, so I got to meet someone who's more alpha than me.
So you want more alpha? You don't want a beta?
No,
because a lot of
absolutely
alpha homegirls that I have a little bit more of a beta boyfriend situation.
Because I have dated someone that was very, very a yes man, and it was very sweet, but then it gets boring.
They just don't know what they want. She couldn't even answer the question. He says, what is a masculine? What do you consider a masculine man to be? And she couldn't even tell you. Somebody who supports you and is not jealous is a masculine man? That's your answer? Somebody's more alpha than you?
Need a man for what? Need a man for what? Can someone please tell me what I would need a man for?
Monogamous is a really quite bad idea. It is a form of control. Monogamy itself is a social construct, mostly. We are not a monogamous species. There are, in fact, very few monogamous species in the world. I read a book the other day that says
the liberal white woman is a devil on earth, and her current behavior represents the fall of the white man. She must be contained, because if she is not, she will destroy the morality, decency of every human society. Her sickness is currently being pushed out through Netflix, through social media, and various other forms of technology. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives.
This is what they're learning in universities, man. It's a bunch of nonsense. They're building platforms and they talk about, oh, these incels, these red pill, these people in the manosphere, MGTOW. Oh, they're just ruining our young men. And then they get on here and they say stuff like, you can't really get away from it. You can't really get away from it. They say a whole bunch of stupid stuff on podcasts. You'll learn that these modern women really never truly have anything to add to the conversation that actually makes any sense. They're really just talking. It's just word vomit, honestly. I'm just talking because I have nothing else to do. I've been thinking about random thoughts and random things, and I have a lot of ideas about random things, and I just want to spew them out regardless of if they're right or wrong. And because I say it so convincingly, then you're going to think that I'm right. You're going to want to pay for my course to learn how to be more feminine and be a divine entity and energy and all that other nonsense. Yeah, he's right. Avoid her at all cost.
Why don't you ever talk about the men that don't pay child support?
Because it's women like you who spread your legs for guys like that. Why don't you ever talk about the responsibility of women who choose irresponsible males to procreate with and then complain later when they're irresponsible?
No.
The women who have a one-nighter with a bartender or a guy on a motorcycle or a musician, and then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin with.
Why nobody can ever talk to you because you don't let any...
People talk to me all day long. You can't talk to me.
No, I'm trying to talk to you and you're talking over.
Dear, don't tell me you have to do a radio show. I've been doing this for 25 years. I don't need your help.
Oh, okay. Let me, can I please just say this? I was married once before, okay? Mm-hmm. My husband and I had a child together.
Right.
After I was tired of him for 2 years, I left him.
Really? But why did you tolerate it for 2 years? Can you tell me why you tolerated being for 2 years? I'd like to hear about this.
My answer to that is because I was young and stupid.
Okay, I agree with you.
There you go.
You were stupid. No doubt about it. And now what are you going to complain that he doesn't pay child support? A guy who paid for 2 years? Imagine that. The guy is irresponsible.
Right.
He paid for 2 years, and now that deadbeat doesn't pay.
So why is it my
There's your big concern. Now we see why you're so upset about this. You chose a manifestly irresponsible, violent individual to procreate with. Then you're amazed that the guy doesn't send you child support.
He didn't.
You're still. You know what, dear? You were young and stupid. Now you're old and stupid. I mean, you're still stupid.
Oh my God, you are.
You are still stupid. You expect a guy who gave you for 2 years now to suddenly become responsible.
I cannot even believe.
You're insane.
It is unbelievable.
You can't believe what?
I can't believe that you're still on the radio.
I'm on the radio because I'm right, and I'm on the radio because I've got millions of listeners. That's why.
Yeah, well, you've just lost one.
Dear, you're not the target demographic. I really don't give a rat's ass. I'll bet your husband would agree with me. I'll bet your ex-husband would really agree with me. She hung up.
So I saw your video and I said to myself, it's funny how the women in your comment section have normalized fighting. they see this and they say, well, if you guys are co-parenting so peacefully, why are you guys not together? And I think a lot of people, when we complain as fathers about our baby mothers not wanting to, you know, co-parent peacefully with us, they think that we're the problem. But a lot of times these moms, man, they be loving that conflict. Like this comment above is ridiculous to me. You know, they're basically telling you, well, because you can co-parent peacefully, you should get back with your ex-husband. I respect your answer, by the way. Some people, they might not like the word happiness and all that stuff, but sometimes you have a kid with somebody you plan to be together for a long time and it just doesn't work out. So why, when it doesn't work out, we can't co-parent peacefully? Why do we get mad at people when they show you that they're co-parenting peacefully and we expect drama? And then you come online, I'm talking about you moms, you come online and you complain about the fact that your baby father is doing this to you and all this extra stuff. Y'all love drama.
What kind of photos make women swipe right instantly?
Social proof, lifestyle, professional photography, and status-enhancing elements. If you have a cool car, get pictures on the car. David, isn't that bragging? Brag on dating apps, just not on the first date. Make yourself look as good as humanly possible. Play chess, sit in your car, show social proof, dance bachata. Yeah, use all of the psychological levers you have available to yourself to still be authentic and real. Don't fake anything. Don't pose in front of a private jet that isn't yours, but make yourself look as good as humanly possible.
Basically, in so many words, and there's going to be some women that don't like it, but flex on these women. Flex on them. Attract the person that you're going to attract. I see where you're coming from, but I feel like this is dangerous. That's what I mean, if you have a nice car, that's what they're coming for. Unless you're trying to, just knock him down and send him on out the door, then that's probably going to work. But these modern women, do most men really want to play these games? That's what I'm saying. I feel like Chad and Tyrone would do this all day. But most men, they want to see who you are and show who they are authentically, because that's who you're going to be spending time with on a daily basis, on a yearly basis. Now, could you, clean up a little bit and put a nice pair of clothes on and take some pictures? Yeah, but you don't need to really go out here and just try to act like a baller or something like that, And I think I understand what he's saying. If you dance, then show some pictures of you dancing. If you ride boats, show some pictures of you riding on a boat or a jet ski, or just some action shots to let them know that you're not a boring person. You don't sit at home all day. I can respect that, right? That's kind of what your resume is. You want to show the people that you're trying to get hired by, I'm an actionable person. I'm telling you that I'm a goal-oriented, bottom-line person, and I get things done. And here's what happens when I get things done. Here's what happens when I start to actually work, and here's what I'm going to be able to do for you guys. And so, okay, well, I want a 97% increase. Okay, well, I want a 20% increase in our revenue year over year. I want that. That would definitely be great. That's kind of what these women are saying. I think that's what these women are wanting. Oh, I want to go dance. I want somebody to take me dancing. Oh, I like jet skis. I want to go ride jet skis. I want somebody to take me doing that. You don't have to lie about it. Just kind of put on some activities.
The internet never fails to amaze me. So I made a video talking about how I'm not interested in approaching women anymore because of the potential consequences, and I'm still getting some type of backlash from that. You got people saying, oh, you might just be unattractive. Me personally, I don't think that I'm unattractive, but it's okay if I'm not attractive to that specific woman. You got people also saying it's the approach. And my thing is, how else are you supposed to approach someone? I simply said, hey, how are you? A simple, respectful, gentle way of approaching someone. A simple indication to let you know that I don't mean any harm. This one lady in the comment section said that I was gay and that I'm teaching other men to mistreat women. How does not approaching women mean that I'm mistreating them? What? And then you got people saying, oh, you probably just don't got no game. How don't I have game if I'm choosing not to approach these people? Just because, say for example, if LeBron James retired from basketball. Does that mean he's trash? And then you got people trying to talk about my glasses, trying to say that these are women's frames. My thing is, bro, Malcolm X had these literal exact same frames and nobody said a word about it. Like, bro, God forbid a person can't see, or you need to go get some entirely new frames so that you can talk to girls. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've seen women's frames. If you think these are women's frames, you're a Nimrod. And then from my experience, keyword my experience, I don't hear too many women say that they don't like glasses. If anything, they find glasses attractive. That's just from my perspective. I had a point in life where I just downright didn't wear my glasses, knowing that I needed them, and girls would still tell me, you look cute with your glasses. I think you should wear your glasses more. These days, bro, I'm not wearing my glasses because women have told me that I look more handsome in glasses. I'm simply wearing my glasses because I need them, and I'm not gonna walk around here squinting. But that's besides the point. And then y'all acting like it's not other ways to get women. I say all the time, if you want to get women, put yourself in position to where you can meet women, like hobbies, school, work. That way you can consistently see these people and they can get to know you instead of you just being a stranger walking up to them trying to get their number. It's crazy because y'all making it seem like I don't get women. My thing is, don't make assumptions about people you don't know. I have no problem getting women. I'm just more interested in messing with the women that want to mess with me. And it's crazy when I say this, a lot of people are going to assume that I think that I'm all that. And you may not agree with this, but I've been told that I'm decently attractive and I have a very attractive personality. I'm not lacking in the women department. I'm just going about it at a different angle. Apparently, it's a crime to say I believe in mutual interest now.
Do you have appreciation for the women that women that birth men?
Yes.
Do you think men would even be here or exist if it was not women who birthed them? Do you think men would be able to build those fancy skyscrapers you talk about if women didn't birth them and endure months of carrying a child and pushing them out into the world?
It takes
Do you
two
not?
to have a child.
Okay, I know,
It takes
but
a man and
I
a woman
understand that. But I'm
to create
saying this whole argument of women should be grateful to do this. No.
Yeah, but men are grateful for women.
Not a lot. No.
Well, I am. And
Okay, I'm glad that you personally are,
The difference
but
between me and you is, if you were to call me a misogynist, I would reject the label. If I were to call you a misandrist, you would smile and smirk.
No,
and
I don't hate all
rightfully-
men.
Hold on, you said all men like suck or whatever.
I
You
said
would
most men
rightfully-
suck.
You would rightfully embrace the label of misandrist. That's the difference between you and me.
Did I ever embrace that?
I think you're a
No, I think you're
misandrist.
just trying to categorize me.
Dating app companies will now try to spin that story into people are getting tired of dating. But I don't think that's what it is. I think people are tired of dating apps. I think you'll be shocked to hear, people used to meet people and date without dating apps. You met people through mutual friends. You met people at social events like church or, a bar. Or a restaurant, or you just bumped into people. We also had a time where we weren't quite as focused on our phones and people made polite chit chat with each other because we weren't staring at a device in our hands or playing a game or looking, scrolling at things. We would sometimes engage with people around us and chat with them. So I think what we're actually seeing is people wanting to make real and more meaningful connections that give them a clearer sense early on in the process if this person is being genuine and if this person actually wants to have a connection with them or not.
Only love can
So how much this hurts, man, to find a woman you love with another man, and everyone thinks you gotta react with violence and react with chaos. No reaction will always be the best reaction. Hey, you know what, I'm glad I found out. Thank you, God, for this blessing. Thank you for showing me what her true character was. I'm gonna now remove myself. I know how much it hurts, homie, but I can tell you one thing, man, give your life to someone who wants it. Don't kill yourself, don't hurt yourself, don't hurt them. Give your life to someone who wants it. His name is Jesus Christ. He died. He took the penalty for you, for her, for everybody out here, man. You continuing to make that situation worse isn't going to change anything for you, man. Getting in the gym, going to church, working on yourself and improving and elevating your life is what's going to bring peace to your life. That's true peace. That's true meaning. That's true purpose. That's true purpose. It's what we all want. So many lack. Give your life to God. Work on yourself.
She believes men value want that.
First of all, you smell funny, right?
I smell funny?
Yes, you do. You smell
you
funny,
say-
and then that eye with, you can never touch. Even the fucking white boys, you lame. Are you fucking serious? Get the fuck out of here.
Yo.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on, answer me first. She's allowed to call me a fucking child. I know gangsters.
After you was antagonizing her, that's what I'm saying. You've been saying little slick.
Yeah, that's the thing I dislike. Like again, her friend is like, "Oh, you were antagonizing her." You didn't say that about your. That's what she said. Like she trying to justify why she's irate. She was antagonizing him the whole show, the whole episode. Like, you know what I mean?
If we look at the list of what she said about him to the list that he said about her, he said probably 2 things about her. All he said was a high value man would not want this, which is very true. Like your behavior, I'm pretty sure no man wants to take you home and you acting like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. When he said she wasn't a 10 or a bad bitch,
She's not a baddie. Yeah.
She's not a baddie. There's 2 true things that he said about you. You called him a coward, a bitch ass. You really called him out his name multiple times, but he's antagonizing you. But they the most emotional, intelligent gentlemen.
They do say that often.
My boy is sitting there
and they mature.
Propose. She tried to slap his hat off his head, and this is the most emotional, intelligent.
Threatened him, brought up the goony goon goons.
All because she said that you're not a baddie. Oh, but you a coward. What? That sounds like you're being led by your emotions. That doesn't sound like you're emotionally intelligent. I'm gonna just leave it there, man.
Need a functional microwave cover. Y'all, this is a 10.5 inch. It is collapsible, has the vents. It is heat safe for up to 600 degrees.
It took me a while to register what she's actually saying. She's actually saying, do you need, she asked this question, do you need a functional microwave cover? All clear. This woman just trying to do her job, and here we are talking trash about her. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. Quick question for you. You think it's okay to date a man for money?
100%. I think if your man doesn't have money, you should leave him.
So why wouldn't you date a broke guy?
Because he's broke. I need to be able to go out to dinner. I need my nails done, my hair. I mean, like, we need stuff.
I mean, but I think that if he treats you right and he's got, like, a plan.
Maybe if he has a plan to make money, but, like, if he just plans on being poor and living off me, like, I'm pre-med. I don't need some poor-ass man leeching off me.
So if you met a guy and...
Poor? I wouldn't meet a guy that was poor. I wouldn't meet a poor man. I only meet rich men.
So you don't think that puts you in a gold digger category?
100%, I think it puts me in a gold digger category, but I think if you're pretty enough, it doesn't matter.
And you think the men watching this would agree?
100%.
That you're worth the
100%.
The wanting that man to spend and spoil.
Yep, 100%. Because, like, why am I going to, like, spend all my money on a man? I'm a surgeon.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women talk about finding the right partner, but they never talk about actually becoming the right partner. So you want a man who communicates, who leads, who protects and provides. But are you a woman who listens, who's submissive, who's supportive, and actually brings peace? You want your man to be consistent and loyal, but do you show up in the same ways? Because a lot of y'all are running around screaming how perfect you are and you've done absolutely no work on yourself, but you're looking for a partner who's healed, who's grounded and disciplined, but you entertain chaos. You like the drama still. But let me tell you something. The partner that you're going to attract is going to be a reflection of the work that you've actually done. So if you've done no work, stop looking for Mr. Right. Because Mr. Right not going to exist until you actually do the work. So the next time you run around screaming about finding the right partner, make sure you are becoming the right partner.
Actual facts of the matter are that marriage is an institution that is absolutely terrible for women. It is a garbage deal. A friend of mine said recently, if marriage benefited women, they would have taken it from us already. Right? Because they're taking away everything else that's good for women. But they're like, get married. Yeah. You should get married though. Yeah. Right? Married women do not live as long as single women. They do not earn as much money as single women. They are not as happy as single women. They are more likely to suffer from addiction than single women. They are more likely to commit than single women. They are more likely to die of homicide than single women. They report themselves in every single way that you can measure sociological data for wellness as being less contented than single women. Interesting. interesting given that it's the goal that you are taught is the thing that if you can achieve is going to make you happy. Conversely, married men, and this research has been done on men and women. No research has been done on women and women, men and men. I'll get to that in a little bit, but traditional cisgendered marriage, married men, on the other hand, married to women, outperform single men by such a measure that it is perhaps the healthiest thing that a man can do is to get a woman to marry him. Married men live longer, they're healthier, they make more money, they advance more in their careers, they're more creative, they're less likely to commit, they're less likely to die of homicide, they're less likely to die in car accidents, in every single possible way. The best thing a man can do is to get married to a woman. The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man.
It's kind of wild because once you start riding horses, ponies just won't do. Ponies just will not do. All you want to do is ride horses.
Now, definitely like this video. Go to this young lady page and watch the rest of her videos for a bunch of original content. She makes a bunch of good stuff. This a lie. Nah, she lying. Trust me, I know. When a man is strong in them hips, y'all prefer him to use them lips. It's just like window shopping. Y'all love to go to the car dealership and look at that big old F-250 Super Diesel. That big black truck that can park in your garage. But y'all go out and buy that Honda Accord or that Prius. Because it's easier to maintain. Especially when y'all spending the entire time with y'all hands in the air and y'all back overly arched running. Y'all ain't doing nothing with it anyway. It's just for show. Just like everything else y'all do. Y'all like to look at it. Y'all don't want to keep it forever. I'm just telling you. But leave a comment in the comment section. But y'all grown, they're going to do what y'all want to do.
I mean, imagine not having to say anything. Imagine not having to even make a post. How great would that be? Modern women, they're just on here talking. We don't have to hear it. We don't have to listen to it. This is something that you could probably tell your friends, man. Y'all are going to wonder why men treat you a certain way. Why they see you as a certain something when you say my body count is only 3. And they say multiply that by 3. And if you're talking like this, they say multiply that by 10. Because y'all talk like this. I mean, it's the same logic that applies to Akasha's wife right now. Talking about, I'm a virgin, I've never been with it. Oh yeah, I know that this is what she is. Then why is she talking like she's talking right now? Why is she talking like she has experience? Like she's been out there, passed around a few times. Bro, you got a raw end of the deal. It looks bad. And this is what she sounds like.
I heard something the other day that hit me, and it was that the blessed do not beef with the miserable. Well, why? I think it's because they're operating on 2 different frequencies. So, for example, like the miserable, they're always trying to bait you, and like they want to lure you into their shit so that they don't have to sit in it alone. And if you're a fixer like me, you'll get dragged down every single time. And some consider this like, oh, being an empath. When you're blessed, you don't necessarily ever need to argue. You don't need to defend yourself. You're just moving forward because you're building, you're aligned, and you're focusing on bettering yourself. So don't let someone else's misery become your distraction.
It's for teens. I had no idea this was going on either.
So if you're not familiar with website where people can sell their bodies for money. That's for adults. There's a site called Brand Army. You can join the site as early as 13 years old, and they have a policy of how many bikini/revealing photos that you can post. Part of it is you have to be 18 years old to subscribe to the children's content. It's a dollhouse. There's a lot of OnlyFans girls living in there, but one of them was under 18, and they were waiting for her to turn 18 to bring her on to OnlyFans. And they were using Brand Army before that.
OF is not just targeting adult men, it is targeting children. Now there's bops that have a large audience of young women, for example, Ari Krista. I know I get called the Rainbet Diddy. Young girls are looking up to these influencers and hoping to become like them and make money like them. The reason that Ari Krista is making content promoting doing OF as a job. Every other video basically promotes her job. Come with me to shoot a movie. We have normalized OF so much to the point that men think that it's normal to look at other women while in relationships. Or young girls think that doing corn is a normal career. And unfortunately, until corn is literally banned from the internet, it's just gonna keep getting worse. I am genuinely scared of what society is gonna look like in the next 10, 20 years.
Pushing a man until he finally snaps, then running to your friends crying, oh my god, he's so mean and so toxic, and that's one of the most lowest and evil forms of manipulation ever. You don't get to disrespect him every day, belittle him when he opens up, emasculate him for not being what you can't handle, ignore his needs, flirt with other men in his face, and use sex like a weapon. And then act shocked when he finally blows up or walks away. He didn't just turn into an overnight. You drained him. You chipped away at his patience until nothing was left. You trained the nice guy you met to stop caring. Good men don't wake up cold. They get turned cold by women who mistake his self-control for weakness. Then when he finally says enough is enough, you play victim and cry wolf. No, honey, you're not the victim. You are the arsonist crying about the fire that you just started. Grow up. So stop acting like you don't know what just happened. You know exactly what you did. You just never thought he would actually walk away. Now he's gone. Or worse, you've numbed him. And now you're on social media talking about how all the good ones turn bad. No, again, honey, you burned him out. One disrespectful act at a time. Own it. Or keep pretending you don't know why every man after him stops trusting women like you. It's your move.
Older women are starting to say in their 40s that they prefer younger men. And we've had people on our podcast that are in their 40s that have said this, because I'm not in my 40s, so I don't know. But they're saying because they're more easy-minded, they're not stuck in their ways, and they're not intimidated by strong women. So they're like, we are, and I hear this all the time. The older women are saying the young men
What's
got
older
it.
woman then? Let's talk about that. Since
Well,
we-
40s.
Okay, so 40-year-old women who like younger men just like boy toys.
I could believe that.
They just
I
like
can see
somebody
that.
because everybody done written them off, and nobody want them, and now they just want a partner, and they know it's not gonna be a
Nobody want them. It's
It's
so
not gonna be
crazy.
it's not gonna be no attachment because the young dude ain't gonna be a young dude eventually gonna be like, well, you know, I'm just gonna get with her and that's it. And they know this ain't long term. He already know it ain't long term. If he like 26, 28, he know he got a future with something else. So this is just a pass along, pass by. This
Well,
is
there's
just taking that
some
time.
men that have been like Drea's with, oh boy, they have a kid together. He's like 23 and she's 45 or something.
But there is cases where, you know, there is cases
Yeah.
to where an older lady can like really like turn a young boy out. And he's just overwhelmed and he's just like, damn.
I think that it's kind of strange that when men are with super young women, we're like, that's disgusting, you're this. But when women do it, it's not looked at like that.
Some of these ladies know that it's not long term, but they're looking to have a little fun. They talk about men having some sort of midlife crisis to where they go and get the sports car and a younger lady. But then this is what they're doing. They're kind of doing the same thing that they accuse men of doing. And I cannot believe that Dr. Bryant was sitting up here trying to back this up with research, trying to say that these are actual, legitimate, stable relationships. Yeah, some of them are, but you have a lot of these relationships where the man is there to clap and cut up and get up out of there. That's it. And y'all are, honestly and truly, y'all are there to do the same thing. I've gotten to a point in my life to where I don't have to mess with these older men. I can go get me a young man and I can lure him in by my looks. He's out here messing around with these young ladies. I'm an older woman. I might have kids. I'm looking for a little bit of fun. I know he's looking for a little bit of fun. He might have a higher libido than an older man. And I want to check that out. I'm curious about that. So the fact that these modern women try to sit up here and make it seem like they're just so clean and pure and they've been keeping themselves. And then we hear them talk about, well, yeah, I'm getting with a younger man, knowing that they're not marrying that younger man. Number one. Number two, they try to dress it up as something other than that I'm getting ran through. I'm getting my cheeks clapped. I was with him for maybe a month and he decided he had to go on back off to school. So I got to get somebody else, and you get somebody else. And then maybe you throw in a couple of guys your age or older here and there. But really, you're not looking to settle down. You're looking to get passed around, unfortunately.
As soon as something touches my tongue, as soon as I can taste it.
Excuse me. Say that again.
You went to Ralph Lauren to get coffee?
Say. You mean thank you, my
Thank you
amazing
very,
wife?
thank you very much.
Okay.
You're very sweet. What the fuck, man? Hey, dude, why don't we just get Hermes coffee? You know?
So?
It's very classy. It's very classy. I feel upscale right now. Thank you very much.
Oh my god.
I just probably have my finger out like that.
Have a wife, they said. It'll make your life better.
Keeps you in business.
Keeps you working.
Keeps you in business. You know, you always got to buy.
If I can't have...
You know, somebody told me yesterday to get you an advent calendar, and I'm like, what's that? And they're like, well, that's where they get like a gift every day. I'm like, dude, my wife's on an advent calendar 365 days a year.
That man is over her right now. Entirely over her. That man is done.
Come with us to go find out who Pickle real daddy is, because who we thought was her daddy might not be her daddy no more. So we gotta go find out who he really is. So come with us, come with us, come with us. You excited?
Yeah.
Period. Because you need to know who your daddy is, right? Yeah. Period.
Oh, it's closed.
I thought it was closed. But I gotta read. All done. We're all done, right? Yeah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, hopefully, her dad is rich. Hopefully, the new man is rich, because the old man is broke. So, hopefully, the new man rich.
See, this is what happens when we don't shame people. You hope he rich. Baby, who you been sleeping with? Who have you been dealing with? You've been giving it out to so many men to where you don't even know what they do for a living. Hopefully he's rich, because the one we thought was he broke. And then the thing that you need your ass whoop, you are recording this and you letting your daughter know. Because we feel as though we can't shame people no more, you have things like this where people think everything is okay and everything is cool. She need her ass whooped. Oh Lord. And whoever the daddy is, if you see that video of your daughter, man, just woosah. Woosah. Count down from 10, because I know it's going to, especially if you a man who want to be in your child's life. Boy, it's a lot to say. Take the be cool. I almost wasn't going to say nothing. It just, you saw how.
Pretty little girl, too. Pretty little thing. Just cute. And instead of her sitting at the house watching cartoons and eating cereal, what world are we living in? What world are we living in? This is diabolical behavior by the mother.
So I just got married, and people kept asking why we didn't have some huge, ginormous wedding and invited all of our family. And honestly, I don't love explaining it, but the truth of the matter is, we have unfinished business. Me and my husband looked at each other and said, do we want a moment? Or do we want the life we're building to actually work out? Because in theory, we could have dropped 50 or 100 grand and threw a huge party they would talk about for weeks, sure. But that money builds our team. That money gets us closer to the family we want, the places we want to see, the future we keep talking about until 2 a.m. So no, I'm not trading a long-term purpose for immediate gratification and to abide by societal obligations. Not now and not ever.
And this is the type of woman a man is looking for. Somebody who will say, yeah, I know we can do that. Yeah, we got the money to do that, but it'll be smarter if we have something nice. But then afterwards, We have money to live off of. Oh, well, we have to have this. No, we don't. I've been dreaming of this all my life. Great. And I've been dreaming of stuff too. Oh, well, what you want don't matter. They say that kind of bull crap and then make you go and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on one day. Literally one day. Man, you could still have good food. You could still have great decorations. You could still have good photos and videos. All of that can be really, honestly, and truly first class. But you want it a certain way because you want to brag. You want to make it seem like you have status. Nice things are status. Girl, where'd you have your wedding at? Oh, I had it at, we actually did it at a park. And we did this. This was at a park? Yeah, I hired an event planner with the money that we saved, and they really knew how to do it. They had experience, maybe not with this park, but working at a park or open spaces. And, we got on Amazon, or she knew a couple of vendors that did wholesale, and we got the chairs. We rented them actually, and it was just enough for us. We had about 50 people there, and everything really, honestly and truly was about $10,000. What? Yeah, well, my wedding was at least 30. No, well, with everything that we did, 10 grand. And that's with the honeymoon. We went somewhere nice, and we really researched it, and we caught it at a great time of year. And so we actually just got back. We actually just got back, and it was sunny out. It's cold over here, but it's sunny and it's warm out there. I mean, it was the best experience. It was all expenses paid, and I laid out on the beach. He went to go do things around the place and excursions and different activities we did together. Man, it was a fantastic experience. And we had a great time, but we didn't spend all of our freaking money. We didn't spend all of our money. And and that doesn't mean we're not able to splurge. You go through and you're keeping stuff and you're looking at stuff and you say, well, I want this. I want a little bit more over here. Then I'll take off a little bit over there. But modern women are saying, I want this max, this max, this max. It's only one day. Yeah, but that one day set us back literal months and sometimes years. My parents were telling me about a dude. They put the wedding on a credit card. They got divorced, I think the next year, and they were still stuck paying that wedding off. That's crazy.